guys, it's your guy JD, and today we're gonna be dealing with currencies. Okay, so just like I promised guys that I will also upload videos where I'm analyzing currencies. Okay, so today's currency that we're gonna be looking at is one of the major eight currencies. It's gonna be USDJPY, guys. Okay, so on USDJPY, what we're gonna be focusing on, guys, is analyzing. And then when we're done to validate our analysis, guys, we're also gonna check their indexes. As you know, pairs like USDJPY, you must know that the dollar has its own index. Also, the Japanese yen has its own index. So we're gonna be working based on those things. Okay, so we're gonna check all those varieties and then validate our analysis. Okay, so without wasting time, guys, let's go ahead and start. So at this particular moment, guys, you are looking at USDJPY on a monthly time frame, guys. Why am I starting on a monthly time frame, guys? I'm going to be mixing two concepts, guys, price action and also ICT. Okay, people ask themselves, like, is it possible to do that? Yes. To answer your question, yes, it's possible to do that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and analyze this market based on that. Okay, so first I'm gonna be using the high and low. As you know that high and low on price action, we just have to mark our recent high and our recent low. And if you check here on the monthly time frame, guys, that's our high and that's our low. Okay, so we have a high and a low, which is quite nice. Okay, and as you can see, what I'm loving, this is our lowest low on USDJPY since ever. And also this is our high. Okay, so likely with the high, guys, we are just testing this high here for the second time, which means that whatever that we may be looking for now from there going all the way back down is the fact that we already had this high here. So now we're just testing it here for the second time, which is going to give us a double top. Okay, so since we're going to be having like a double top on a monthly time frame, guys, what must we be expecting to see on this chart? It's a simple thing, guys. We might have to start expecting to see the price dropping all the way down. Okay, so the question might be like, how far are we expecting to see the price dropping? Okay, so that's what we need to find out here on this analysis, guys. So let's just continue analyzing. Okay, so the other level that I'm gonna mark now, guys, is the level where the market started moving there, where the market started trading there. If I take my horizontal line and just put it there, you can see that it's also one of the strongest zone. We see the market respecting it here on this other side there, which gave the market the push to the outside so that it can continue and give us that double top formation that we are seeing there. Okay, so which makes it a strong zone that we have. Okay, so another thing what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna take a trend and draw it from there going all the way down just like that. Okay, just like that. Make sure that I touch that level there, which is perfect, just like that. And then what I'm gonna do now is just to clone the same trend that I drew above. Okay, and then I will see if everything here is gonna match. Okay, this is so perfect. This is perfect. This is perfect, guys. Okay, so what I need you to forget about is this part which is lingering below there. Okay, I know a lot of you may be concerned about that part. We'll cover that part when we get to the ICT part. Okay, as for now, let's focus on price action. So now when we get to the fact where we have to be covering this as ICT, I was gonna say yes, we do have an order block there. Okay, so the market didn't just like linger outside of that structure, it was trying to test on that order block there. Okay, as you see our last bearish candle there, so the market just came down, mitigate that level, and then started continue going back up. Okay, those are some of the factors that we may need to check trading using ICT. Okay, so remember with price action, when the price breaks out, guys, and then retest, that's when we can see we are going for a break, and then we're gonna continue below. And if this price was gonna like push maybe this level here, let me show you. If maybe we saw the price pushing below that order block there, going back for a retest, then we're gonna consider this area here not valid, not a valid order block, because it was going to be a break and then a continuation below, which means that we're going to be looking for this order block here for a move to the upside. Okay, so lucky enough, it wasn't the case there. We just respected that order block, which means that it was a strong order block going all the way down. Okay, so trading ICT, guys, is very, very easy. Checking with all the things that we had here, like change of character there, which was having there. That was a nice change of character there when the market started pushing all the way up there. Okay, another thing that I may show you, which made the market continue pushing from here, going all the way up, is things like fair value gaps, guys. As you can see here, this is where this candlestick closed there. So if that candlestick is closing there at that level, the market just came back and tapped right back on that level again. Okay, you can see the market tapping on that level, but the reason was we had a fair value gap. Okay, so if you check where the second candlestick closed, something like that. Okay, so this gap here wasn't filled, so the market needed to come and fill the gap before we continue going up. Okay, in that gap filling, then we fill the gap, we continue up, and then we consolidate again down. So on that consolidation, we saw that we had a valid order block there, and then we started pushing all the way up. Okay, but enough about that, guys, because that's just previous data. Let's go ahead and talk about the current data now and what's going on this market, which means that whatever that we're going to be doing, guys, we're just going to be focusing right on this area here. Okay, because that's where we're going to be focusing on. We can't focus on the data of like a 4 to 5 years back, because it's not gonna help with much. Okay, so let's just dive in deeper into a weekly time frame. Okay, so weekly, as you can see, guys, on a weekly time frame, we're still gonna be looking at the same thing here. Okay, so the market did had an order block there, which make this buy possible at this level here. So let me show you what I'm talking about basically. So this is what I'm talking about here, guys. Okay, you see this last bearish candlestick there, that was our bullish order block there, going all the way up again. Okay, that's what gave the market the momentum to keep pushing all the way up to the top. Okay, you may be asking yourself, how did that happen? Now you got your answer. That's how that did happen, like that. Okay, that's how it just happened. So remember, we came and had like a fair value gap here, which was mitigated when the market pushes all the way up to this level, and then we see a consolidation, and then we continue going all the way up. But now, because we're going to be trading, also checking the price action factors, we can agree that we have a double top at this level now. Okay, so that's what we're going to be basing our analysis on. That's what we're going to be checking here when we continue trading going forward. Okay, so what am I going to do at this level, guys? It's a simple thing. I'm just going to take my trend, draw a trend from there, going all the way high, just like that. Okay, from low to high, and then lock it and then clone it. Okay, and then whatever you do from below, make sure that you do it also above. Okay, so just like that, which is perfect. I'm just gonna like try to make it fit in there. Okay, so that's what we are looking for. Even there, I'm just gonna like drag it back. Okay, doesn't have to go all the way that far. So that's what you are looking for at this particular level. Okay, so you can see all the break of structures which was happening right at this area here, guys. Okay, you can see all the break of structures which we particularly did have at this area trading here. Okay, that's what we are talking about here. Okay, if you check all those areas there, we had those break of structures going all the way up to the top. Okay, with each and every break of structure, guys, you must understand that there will always be something on that break of structure, guys. Okay, what does that something can be like? That something can be something like an order block, a fair value gap, something like that. Okay, each and every break of structure, when they consolidate, they are going to fill in a gap, or maybe to mitigate an order block. Those are some of the things that you may need to consider while trading using price action combined with ICT. Okay, so what does this strategy do is that it helps you guys make an informed decision, because just by using one strategy, guys, you might find that you are missing a lot of information that you're supposed to include in your trades. But if you try combining them, so that's where you can start seeing that now here I have to be looking at things like this. Now here at this area, I have to be looking at things like this. And then it makes you more aware of where the market might turn and go. Okay, so that's what we're gonna be basing this analysis on. Okay, so without a waste of time, guys, let's just go ahead and jump into a daily time frame. Okay, so daily we're still gonna be focusing on our channel. Okay, so this is our channel here that we're gonna be focusing on a daily time frame. So what we're gonna do here, we're just gonna mark this as a break of structure. Okay, that's our break of structure there. Okay, that's our break of structure. And then also this level here was also a break of structure, guys. Okay, this area here, it's a nice break of structure. Okay, like I can like mark them all the way to the top, because the way that the market was moving all the way to the top, it was because of all the break of structures that we have. Okay, but now I want us to go and focus at a certain area. Okay, so there's this level here. You see this level here? That's where I need all your attention on. Okay, so that level there, guys, is gonna give us what we are looking for. Okay, so I can start drawing this line from here going all the way to our right. Okay, right there. So what does that level give us? Gives us a nice change of a character, because if you check, we are taking out that low which is there. Okay, we just took out our previous low. Okay, now we are trading below that swing low there. Okay, which means that now instead of making higher lows, we're going to be making lower lows. Okay, and lower highs. Okay, something like that. So we're going to be trading like that going all the way forward. So at this particular level, I will also be checking things like the gaps and all other stuff which can help us push all the way up to the top. Okay, so first I did spot this gap here, fair value gap here on a daily time frame, which I believe that if USDJPY, guys, is to push all the way up, guys, it won't be to change the direction of the market. It will be because they have to like fill this gap here before they continue pushing to a different direction. Okay, there's a gap to fill. It's not that big, a small gap to fill, guys. Okay, it may be big on a smaller time frame, but here on a daily time frame, guys, it's not that big. Okay, as you can see, it's a small gap which is there. Okay, we may come and like mitigate that level there and just fill on that gap there before we continue all the way to the downside. Okay, but another thing that we may need to start checking now, we're starting to have like break of structures. And when we have break of structures and liquidity, that's what you may need to be focusing on. Just like here, you see, this was that just liquidity bleeding out there. Okay, a lot of traders were taken out by that swing low there. Okay, so we have that liquidity there, and also now we need to be checking that fact that we have break of structures now, because on that liquidity we had that level there, which means that we were breaking that structure when we push below that liquidity there. How I love this concept, guys. I really fuck with this concept. So if you check here on this level, guys, then we had a nice break of structure, which means that the market will just continue trading going all the way below. Okay, we are on a bullish momentum. That's a bullish channel. But is the market bullish, or the market is changing momentum? That's something that I may need us to focus on. Okay, so right on, guys, let's jump into 4 hours time frame so that we can get to dig deeper into this analysis. Okay, so let's go, guys. Okay, so down here on 4 hours time frame, guys, there's a lot that we may get to see, or what we might get to see. uh First of all, we might want to talk about like the gaps that we are seeing that we may have at this particular uh area here. Okay, something like from here in this area and then to this one here, we might say we have a gap there. Okay, but rather than that, let's talk about the swing low that we have there. We definitely have a nice swing low there. Okay, we definitely do have a nice swing low there. And this I was talking about our gaps, guys. So this is our gap here. We need to drag this a little bit below there. Perfect. So yes, going down to smaller time frame, guys, you can see that the gap is very, very big. It's a big gap, okay? So we have a change of character there, okay? Nice change of character, but this one was a daily one, okay? So if we're talking about the one that we're gonna be having on 4 hours, it was gonna be this one here, okay? That's where the market started changing everything, okay? Because that was the swing low and this one here, okay, which means that that's our change of character there. The market is changing direction, going all the way down. Okay, but now I need us to focus right on these levels only. So what might happen when the market open, guys, is the fact that if we fail to push back all the way up to this level and mitigate this gap here, it means that the market will just continue trading going all the way down, because it's not always where you're gonna see the market filling in gaps. Okay, not all gaps are meant to be filled. Some of them they are never mitigated. Okay, but most of the time the fair value gaps are mostly mitigated. Those are the areas that we do need to check all the time while we're trading. Okay, because it's very rare for the market to jump in a fair value gap without mitigation. Okay, so most likely we see them being mitigated. Okay, so I see that I like skipped a lot of weeks outside, so I don't mind like seeing the market bleeding out like that. Okay, because the fact is to get all the major levels or the major points on the market. Okay, this one I see that is corresponding with that level there. That's what I may need to do there. So now here, guys, I'm gonna be marking the closing of this candlestick here, and then also this one's here. Perfect. So this is the area that I'm gonna be looking for if I maybe like looking to take a short trade going all the way down. I'm gonna be looking at that area there, and then I'm gonna just take it all the way down to this level. Okay, and then what I'm gonna use to calculate, guys, to take like from there all the way down is this move from here to here. Okay, so let me show you what I'm talking about. I'm just gonna take the bar pattern, then highlight from there to there and clone that move only. Okay, let me change the color to black. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna be taking. Okay, that's what I'm gonna be taking when the market test that level there. Then I'm gonna be taking a low, which means that my target is gonna be down right at this level here. Okay, so I'm gonna sell, and then down there is gonna be my target. Okay, that's my target down there. And then you may be asking yourself, like, where can I be like taking maybe a scale out? I can start like scaling out or taking partial profit right at this area here. That's the area where I might take like partial profit. Okay, That's why we'll scale out and scale in again. Okay, so I will take some profit here when the market consolidate, and then I will go for the uh OTE here. Okay, I might have like OTE there. Those who doesn't know what OTE stand for, is in like an optimal trading entry, where you are taking another entry based on that the market is consolidating on that distribution move that you've seen. Okay, so to make this easy to understand, what I'm seeing here, guys, is that the market will open with some accumulation. Okay, the market will accumulate a little bit, will open with some accumulating, and then on that accumulation we're gonna see manipulation, and then after the manipulation what comes is a distribution. So when we distribute to this level, that's what we're gonna start scaling out, and then when the price pushes back up here, we'll go for our OTE, and then we'll be targeting this level down there. That's what you may need to be looking for on Usdjpy, guys. It's nothing major, guys. It's just that it's gonna need a little bit of focus to find yourself capitalizing on those kind of trades, guys. Okay, so it's nothing major. You just need to be aware of what the market might do, and then you're just gonna capitalize on that, guys. So patience is the key, guys, and then whatever which may follow, guys, is what you need to be capitalizing on. Okay, so to be sure, let's go ahead and check how the dollar index is trading, guys. Okay, so if the dollar is getting weaker, then we have a bigger chance of achieving whatever that we are talking about. Okay, so as you see, guys, we've been trading the dollar going all the way down, but we believe that maybe the dollar might have power to push back up. But since what I'm seeing now, I'm just gonna like delete this and then reanalyze the dollar again. So I'm just gonna start on a daily time frame, or let's give it a weekly one on a weekly time frame. So on a weekly time frame, guys, on the dollar index, you can see that we have our low down here. That's our low there on the dollar index. And then we're gonna take this as our high there. Then I would like to like highlight also this level here. Lastly, I will highlight this one here. So you may be asking yourself, like, what's going on with the dollar index at this particular moment? Okay, so I will just take a trend and draw it there. Yes, the dollar is still gonna maybe be bullish, but as for now, I believe that the dollar, guys, is on a bearish momentum at this particular moment. Okay, we might wanna check how the dollar is trading. Okay, so I'm just gonna take this candlestick here. It's a candlestick that we might see the dollar consolidating on. So if there's some thoughts of a consolidation that the dollar might wanna have, we might see the dollar consolidating back up to that level before we continue dropping down, which is the same thing that I've been seeing there on the chart on Usdjpy, guys. So let's continue and check daily. So on a daily time frame, guys, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use this bullish momentum that we had here on the dollar index. Okay, as you can see there, the market was so bullish. Okay, the market was bullish there. Before we start having that break. Okay, the market was bullish, as you can see. We're bullish going up with the dollar index, but then we had a change of character there, break of structure. The market started dropping all the way down. Okay, here's our change of character there. Okay, our change of character there. And then after that, what we are witnessing after that was just like break of structures going all the way down. Okay, the market just had a lot of break of structures going all the way down on the dollar index there. So I know a lot of you might not understand this concept, but this is what it is. Okay, this is what it is. So now what we're gonna be looking for, we had this liquidity here on this side. So what I'm loving was that liquidity is that it was bleeding out here, but it's also broken. Okay, the market managed to like break below it. The market did manage to break below it, which means that whatever that you may need to be focusing on now at this particular moment, guys, is the fact that the market might be pushing all the way down to this level. Okay, so if we can see that we're going to be looking for a push to the upside on the dollar index, we're going to be talking about this order block here. Okay, we're going to be talking about that order block there. That's where we might be checking that, okay, on our daily order block. That's our daily order block there. So that's where we might be like checking for buying opportunities. Okay, but as for now, we're still gonna continue pushing all the way down on the dollar index. Okay, we're just gonna continue pushing all the way down. When we get here on this level, that's where we might get to see a change of character and then the market starting to push back up. But when we hit this level here, same thing again, another change of character, and then we start pushing all the way down, and then we're gonna break that order block there, which means that it cannot be violated two times. Okay, we're just gonna break below it and then find ourselves trading all the way below there. Okay, but as for now, this is what we are looking for. And you see how we close the day there. We close the day bearish instead of being bullish. So let's go to 4 hours and see what's going on in 4 hours. So as you can see, the break of structures that I've been talking about there. So still the same thing on 4 hours there. A nice break of structure there. Okay, it's a nice break of structure there. Okay, so if I was trading like maybe using price action, the way that I was going to project this here, if I had to analyze the dollar index using price action only, guys, it was going to be different. I was going to be telling you about like we have like a bullish flag where the market is, which was going to be true also if you check this level here and this level here. We were coming from up there and then we consolidate and then we pushed and continue below there. Okay, so what I love, guys, what I've been telling you, like the market will always come back to fill in the gap. Okay, so this push from here going back up here, it was just to fill this gap which was here. Okay, we had a nice gap there which was needed to be filled. So that gap there needed to be filled, guys, and that's what the market just did there. We just went up and filled the gap. Okay, we just went up, we managed to fill that gap, and then that's it. We continued dropping below. Then we had another gap here which was filled, and also an order block. Okay, that's order block there. That's a bearish order block right at this level there. Okay, that's what we were mitigating also there. We had that order block there, and then we just continue down. So here, if I still have like to implement the price action concept here, guys, it's gonna be simple. We're gonna be looking for this break of structure now here on the dollar index. Okay, but if I was to take a trend and throw it from there going all the way down just like that, then you can agree with me that the market is just as bearish as it has been showing us that it is. Then just clone that, take it below. Perfect. So you can see that the market is bearish at this part that we are looking at it. And then what I'm gonna do again is to take another trend, throw it there. Okay, lock it and then just clone it and take it all the way above there. Okay, so what we have there is just an order block. Okay, it's just an order block. That's an order block there. We tested on our order block. So what we're gonna be looking at now, guys, is the pushes that are going to be coming. from this market. Okay, we're gonna be checking all the pushes that we're gonna get on this market. We had a change of character there. If we go to a smaller time frame, let's go hourly. So hourly here, you can see that we have a change of character there. Okay. So which means that whatever that we're gonna be like targeting now, guys, is the fact that we have a fair value gap on 1 hour. And this is our gap here, guys. Okay, this is our gap. And what we're gonna be executing these trades based on. Okay, our trade are gonna be based on that gap that we're seeing there on this time frame now. So that gap is what we're gonna be using to take this market all the way below. Okay, so we have like on one edge we have a fair value gap. So we're gonna mitigate that gap there, guys. Okay, we have to fill in the gap before we continue below. So what we might be expecting before the market open is that we might need to be watching out for that push to the upside. Okay, so when the market reaches here, it might like start accumulation. So on the accumulation, you must also know that there will be a bit of manipulation there. So don't fall for that push to the upside, because what will happen is that distribution will just come in. When distribution kicks in, guys, then we're gonna see an OTE there, or optimal trading entry. Then we're just gonna continue distribution going all the way down to the levels that we are targeting. Okay, that's what I may need you to focus on when we get to this level here. So it means that our first trade is gonna be inside uh, our fair value gap. Okay, with our TP, with our SL right above there, and then something like that. Okay, with our TP right below the previous low there. Okay, which means that we're gonna have a break of structure, and then after then we can go and have our real trade where we're gonna be testing the outside of that fair value gap. Okay, that's when we're gonna be taking our OTE, and then we're gonna have our stop loss there, and then we're just gonna take that trade all the way down, just like that. Okay, that's the trade that we're gonna be looking for there, going all the way down. That's something that we're looking for at this particular moment. So as you can see there, a nice risk reward ratio, because you're just going to be risking 164 ticks to gain 1481 ticks, guys. So that's how you break down the market, guys. And I hope this was so educational to you guys, and I hope that I will see you guys on the next video. Just make sure that you subscribe on our YouTube channel, share this, guys, so that we can grow a nice community of traders, guys. Okay, so if you want a safe community of traders, just subscribe, guys. Subscribe, share this video, guys. Make sure that you comment on what you may like to see next, and then your wish is my command, guys. I will try my best to give back to you.